Okay. Thank you. Thank you, because I already promised some people it would be recorded. Okay. Just for the recording's sake, this is the Meet Naughty Cocktail Parties meeting of February 2026. All right, Hillary, take it away.
Okay, so we have Avon, we have Paparazzi, we have Pure Romance, Mary Kay, Cincy, Pink Zebra, Paper Pie,
Paper Pie.
Miriam, Revitalized, Advocare. Let's see, Paparazzi, Avon. So yeah, that's about
Wow,
it.
a lot. And some of them that I've never heard of. I wonder what paper pie is. So it's either edible or origami. Anyway, so remember, if you've just come on and you're a guest, put your name, where you're from, the word guest, and who invited you. If you've just come on, you're a consultant, put your name and the word consultant in there. Okay, so we love our little company, Naughty Cocktail Parties. All of the consultants, leaders, and the corporate office work together to make this company continue to grow and improve every day. The reason that I call Naughty Cocktail Parties a little company is that I have worked for companies that grew from just a handful of consultants, really about, even less than what we have when I first started with one, and that grew to over 5,000 consultants. And I've also worked with companies that actually had over 30,000 consultants. So relatively speaking, we're a little company. We have about 300 consultants to cover all over the US. Therefore, we are desperately in need of consultants everywhere to cover growing interest by hostesses to have in-home parties. And that is really happening. More and more people are reaching out to us to have in-home parties, and we're kind of desperate to get consultants to cover them. But we have been growing and changing and evolving and improving for at least certainly the last 2 years. So the best person to tell you about Naughty Cocktail Parties and the evolution during the last 2 years and his backstory is Dalton, our CEO, and he has been working every step of the way with us to make Naughty Cocktail Parties what it is today. Okay, so Dalton, take it away.
Thank you. Every time you say that, I'm like, oh, who is it? Who's she gonna introduce? And then I'm like, shit.
It's like a pervert.
So my name is Dalton Grady. I'm the founder and CEO of Naughty Cocktail Parties.
What?
And I'm glad that we started that recording over, because now I put myself in like record mode so I don't like totally butcher this introduction. But as Jan said, we have grown a lot over the last 2 years. But Naughty Cocktail Parties is older than 2 years. Actually, somebody pointed out the other day that we're coming up on 10 years, like on paper. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess we kind of are. So I have been in the industry, in the adult direct selling industry since 2013. So I'm not new to this at all. And I started in literally the same exact place you are right now. Jumping on an opportunity call, or like, I mean, not to age anybody or myself on the call, but like back then it was like you had to pick up your phone and it was like a whole conference call thing. And I kind of miss that. That's crazy though, because like I'm young, and the fact that I know that that was a thing. So I was a consultant for a company that I absolutely loved, adored. I was out there doing exactly what you're thinking about doing. I was doing parties every single weekend. I wasn't, top of the company, but I also wasn't, that's the beauty about doing something like this. You can do it at your leisure whenever you want. So if I wanted 2, 3 parties in a weekend, I did it. If I didn't want to do anything for a weekend or a week, I didn't. So I kept myself busy, and I was doing parties every weekend. And then the fun of shipping orders like Monday, Tuesday. I kind of, not like I don't do that now, but that's what I did. And then unfortunately, that company had closed its doors, and I was kind of stuck at a crossroads. And um, the company that they were purchased by, I could not move over to because of my gender. Um, so at that point, I was totally just like at a dead end. I didn't get the last little bit of commission that I was owed. I lost access like immediately to everything. And spoiler alert, I had parties that weekend. It was the middle of the week, early of the week, and I had parties that weekend, and I had no toys and nowhere to order anything from. So I was very grateful that another company reached out to me and a bunch of other guys who were in the same position and sent me products. It was like not even a agree to this, agree to it was just like, here's some products, do a party. What was I supposed to do? Call my hosts and tell them that I had to cancel? No. So I just did it. Um, and I did that for a little while. And here's where I learned. And that company was great, and I'll never say anything bad about them. But here's what I learned is if you don't love what you're selling and what you're showing, no matter how hard you try or how good you are at selling it, it just ultimately it shows, right? You have to love. I came up with this quote. Well, I'm sure it's existed, but a couple months ago, I started saying, "You show what you love and you sell what you show." And it's like 110% true because even though I had the same products essentially, just different names and different colors, whatever, uh, something just wasn't right. So that's when I decided to go off and do my own thing. And it was literally just that. I figured, okay, I could keep up with a couple parties a weekend, few $1,000s a month in sales. I could figure this out, right? So I found some toys. I got on Microsoft Word. I made a very embarrassing catalog that hangs in our hallway today at the office. Uh, and I did it. And this was in 2016. And I actually just looked because I wanted to see when that first consultant actually joined. And she joined in 2017. So for like a year, I was just doing this by myself. Somebody calls me up one day from New Jersey. I'm in Pennsylvania. And she says, I want to sell for your company. And right up behind me in my office at home here, I used to have a quote that I've since taken down for various reasons that said, say yes and figure it out later. And I said, oh, it's not all that, but sure. And then I started calling around, got some lawyers and more product and this and that. And fast forward to today, here we are. Naughty Cocktail Parties has been growing since 2017, 2016, 2017, with a lot of our growth just happening 2 years ago, as Jan mentioned, where it was like a wrecking ball. It wasn't just 300 consultants over 2 years. It was 300 consultants over 2 hours is what it felt like. But I think we've done a pretty good job of keeping up. And oh my God, like looking back on just all the things we've accomplished and done, moving into a new building and growing our inventory and growing our product offerings, hiring employees is a huge thing. Uh, and so we've accomplished a lot over the past 2 years, and I don't see us slowing down anytime soon. In fact, I think we're just getting better at what we're doing and constantly learning how to do things, how not to do things. But most importantly, and then I'll hand it back over, is I always say that this company is built by a consultant for a consultant for the exact reason, or the exact thing I just mentioned is that that's how I started. I did this because I just wanted a couple extra dollars. And, I wanted to do something fun, different, and on my own terms. And so my background and my leadership for Naughty Cocktail Parties, yeah, naturally, I kind of have to wear all the hats. I have to look at it from a corporate CEO, home office side. Um, but that's not where my training is from, if you will. It's from being out doing parties, selling the product, and jumping on calls like this.
All right, very good. Okay, so as I said, my name is Jan, and I have been selling Essential products for over 30 years through in-home parties. But there are many other long-term or long-time consultants and leaders here as well. So our team is full of experts ready to help you create your fun and profitable business. so that we know you, our guests, are here because you're curious about this business. You're either looking for something just fun to do, or maybe you want to make a whole new group of friends, or you'd like to belong to something big, or you're wanting to promote sexual wellness because you believe in that. But you're also most likely would like to make some extra money. Right now, most households are having to stretch just to make ends meet. The most common reason to start a side gig is the desire to make extra money for either saving for something big, or paying off debt, or just making ends meet. So I'm curious, can you tell me in the chat, if someone handed you an extra $200 a month, what would you do with that money? Okay, an extra $200 a month, what would you do with it? And just put it in the chat.
I love you.
While we're getting some answers,
Okay.
Jan, that video is in the Facebook messages now.
What
So
video?
you should be able to download it on your computer and share the screen. I can
Oh.
also do that, but it says sharing isn't turned on for this meeting. So
Okay. All
you
right.
could try making me a co-host and I might be able to share. But if not, it is in the messages now.
Okay, who wants to be a male stripper? I'm just now reading the, did they want to buy a male stripper? Was that what they were going to use that extra $200 a month for? I think that's what that meant. I think that was Sylvia too. All right.
I'll pitch in 50 if you send me a video.
That is funny. Okay. Dalton, you run with it while I figure out, hold on.
Davina says things for my kids. We got investing in yourself, period. We've got save it to send my teenager to study abroad in high school. Oh, I love that. For your teenager, not your bank account, but I love that. Reinvest in NCP, love that.
Mhm,
Save it for an emergency, yes.
mhm.
I've let my savings account go for way too long because I keep unfortunately, for my bank account, Naughty Cocktail Parties asks for help all the time, kind of like a teenager trying to study abroad, actually. So yeah, I'm on Save It for Emergency too. I'm on Build Back My Savings Account. I
Okay, so if I make you
think that's all we got.
if I make you a co-host, Dalton, you can share your screen.
Potentially. It says sharing is not turned on whenever I click it now, but maybe if I'm a co-host, I could do it.
Okay, now wait a minute. How do I do that? Why am I? Oh, I know how I do that. Okay, so I'm going to skip to that then. Let's see if we can see that video.
We have,
Okay, so Dalton, I'm going to make you a host right now. So
all right.
hold your breath. Yes. Okay. You're a host now. Take it away.
All right.
Here's-
That's scary.
No, it's scary.
All right.
It's scary for me too. I want you to know. Okay.
All right. So do you want to tell them or introduce what I'm sharing?
Yeah, so we always have a consultant give a little testimony of her experience in this industry and with Naughty Cocktail Parties. And I asked Lorraine to do it, but Lorraine is still at work in New Jersey, and she knew she was going to be there late. And so she went ahead and made a little video for us. And so that's what I just passed over, or that's what Lorraine sent to Dalton. And I've just given him the control. So he's going to take charge from now on and be the screen share guy, right?
I thought so, but Zoom wants me to
He doesn't like it?
He cannot win for losing. Oh, wait, there it is. Can you see her?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
And you should be able to hear the audio too. Here we go.
Okay.
Hi, good evening. My name is Lorraine Avila. I have been a consultant for a little over 21 years now. I'm super excited that you.
I'm just going to pause her for a second. Can we hear her?
Yeah, I can hear her.
All right.
You guys have decided to join this call to see what our company is all about. It's been a journey. I originally first started, I'll be very honest, for the money. I was in a position where my ex had left me through everything. My son was only 6 years old at the time, and I was working 3 jobs, 1 full-time, 2 part-times, and I was actually still in school. It was a very hectic schedule. I was actually looking for an opportunity or position that would allow me to earn extra income, but without being away from my kid for so long. I was missing out on all his important moments and milestones, and he spent all that stuff with the babysitter, with grandma, and it just made me feel bad as a mom. So I was looking for something where I can of course either make the same or more, but with less hours spent outside of the house. And a friend of mine put me onto these parties, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I had no idea what these parties were, never heard of them in my life ever. And I was like, you know what? I could do this. What exactly do I have to lose? I got started with the parties. They were super fun. I loved how people were so responsive to these parties. Everybody wants to know somebody who has like the goods, So when being a consultant, you're in a position to, kind of like have the cool stuff, People gravitate to you because of that, and everybody wants to learn and know about this stuff. They want permission to have a better sex life, or enhance their intimacy, and like you're the go-to girl. And that was something that I just wasn't expecting. When I first started, again, I started for the money. Within 9 months, I was able to get out of debt, completely paid off all my credit cards. And after 2 years in the business, I quit my other 2 jobs, and I never looked back. I kept my full-time because I do love what I do. I've been at that job for 26 years. So, when I find something good, I hold on to it, as you can tell. So 21 years, has completely flown by, and it's been so fun. Even though I wasn't in the position that I was when I first started, which was, needing the money and wanting to, just provide for my son, I stayed because of all the women that I met. Everyone has a story. Everyone is looking for something different, and women need this place and space to have permission to just have really good sex, better sex, to have choices, to talk about things. And it's really fun, and it's empowering, and you have a lot of personal growth by doing these parties, and personal development and whatnot. But you learn so much through the people that you meet, your hostesses and your party guests and whatnot. So while my son is completely grown up now, and I'm no longer in that same position, I stayed for all the wonderful ladies that I was meeting through these parties. It's been a journey. It's been amazing. I get to help other women learn, explore, have choices. It's empowering. And it's really nice when someone calls you back and they give you a little feedback. Hey, I had my first G-spot orgasm, or hey, me and my partner tried this out, and oh my God, we're just like so in love again. So, the stories don't end. Oops. The stories don't end, and it's just been amazing. Yes, I still make good money from these parties. I've actually gotten much, much better at doing them. It's flexible. It fits within your schedule, any way you want to work it. This has truly been a gift. Go ahead and thank the person that invited you to this call, because they're really sharing a gift. It's not just a join my team thing. This is something that's been impactful. I've met so many women, all the women that invited you to the call. They're amazing consultants, lifelong friendships. It's nice to be part of a team. The camaraderie that we share, it's truly a blessing. It's truly been a joy. I wish I had a lot more or a bigger story to share with you guys, but literally, this was a lifesaver for me. This opportunity has allowed me to raise my kid, to not miss out on his special moments, to, be a much more present mom. And that was super important to me. That was my goal. Yes, the income, but motherhood, and he's really needed for nothing this whole time, which I'm so grateful for. The money comes in, and it's nice. It's been a lifesaver the entire time that I've been a consultant, when I really needed it in those hard moments. Being a single parent, not easy. I don't know who's watching, or if any of you are right now, but this is also good to pay for school. This is great to save for vacation funds. This is great to put away for retirement. You know, your story doesn't have to be, or my story doesn't have to be yours. So I highly recommend that if you have any questions, you know, ask, the questions on this call, ask the person who invited you, and you know what, take a chance on yourself. I promise you, you will not regret it. And dare I say, welcome to the team.
All right, very good. Thanks, Dalton. Okay.
She's got me over here about to shed a tear. I'm texting her as we watch this. I don't want to be biased, but that was such a good testimonial. I don't know, maybe because it was recorded too. So like maybe it just felt a little bit more like personal, very good. I'm gonna make you the host again.
While you're sobbing over there, give me the host.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to be responsible for this.
Okay. All right. So yeah, otherwise you are responsible. Okay, so go to where it says participants. Oh, you did it. Good.
I got you.
Okay, good job. All right. Okay, so now, so the last thing I had done was I had asked what you guys would do, and we know Sylvia's going to head on to the strip club for an extra $200. What would you do with the money? An extra $200 a month. And Hillary, did you read those off?
Dalton did. He was reading while you were doing
He
it.
was reading them. Okay. All right. So the bottom line to that, the reason I asked that question is because the average party in the United States is about $500 round figures in sales. And the profit from that, from a party as a Naughty Cocktail Parties consultant, is $200. So if you wanted to make an extra $200 a month, and generally speaking, that's literally just doing one party a month, and a party lasts about 3 hours. But if you want to make more money, if that's your goal and you're here to either really increase the household income, or maybe you want to kick your day job, that you would just add more parties to your schedule. And that schedule is completely up to you. So if you did one party a week, that would be 3 hours a week, but it would also end up being about $800 a month in extra income. And that is actually huge. So unlike other party plan companies, the pleasure party industry is still thriving because our parties are used for special events such as bachelorette parties, birthday parties, divorce, housewarmings, and ladies' nights. These parties are so handy for the hostess because she knows that she just has to and have her friends, have the hostess have her friends come over, and that the consultant is going to take over, and it's going to be a super fun time with lots of laughs, and everybody's going to have fun. And that will be the party that they talk about all year. It is, in my experience, I would say my experience for the past couple of years, that I have noticed that women at parties are even more appreciative and grateful that they have gone to an event where they've gotten together, because we just were so separated during COVID, and it's now starting to come back. And so I just feel, what I find is that not only the hostesses, but the guests are just so grateful, and they're particularly grateful to that hostess for having the consultant come and show the.
Yours, Lila, and here is yours, Lily.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me just mute you. Okay, gotcha. So hold on. Now I got to go back to where I was. All right. So, but the thing is now I know that not everyone wants to or can actually do physical parties, do in-home parties. Some of you are strictly interested in social selling on social media, but for most consultants, it's a combination of the two. So with Naughty Cocktail Parties, you get to design your own selling style. But I am curious, let me know in the chat if you signed up, would you be thinking about doing in-home parties, physical in-home parties, or online selling, or a combination of both? So let us know. And Hillary, can you let me know what they say?
Both, both, both.
Oh, okay. That's good, actually.
Combo.
Yeah, combo's really best. The way to start Naughty Cocktail Parties is first you purchase a kit, or you start with our quick start program. And I'm gonna go over all of that in a minute, because the kits are currently on a special. But once you purchase your starter kit, method, whatever it is, you are immediately a consultant with a permanent 40% buying discount, and that becomes your profit. On top of that, you can earn monthly bonuses depending on how much you sell, from 5% to 10%. And lastly, you can also build a team of your own and earn commission from your team sales. And these three incomes combined add up to one very profitable and sweet side gig. At Naughty Cocktail Parties, we have a team atmosphere, and it is our experience that consultants thrive when they feel supported and have a place to learn and ask questions. Our team offers a super friendly and interactive Facebook group, a monthly team meeting on Zoom, a mini party on Zoom for the consultants to invite their guests, plus periodic contests and incentives, cocktails with the CEO on Zoom. That's a bring your own cocktail or mocktail, and all kinds of other interactive things. But let's say you just want to be a hobbyist and sell online only, but there's no problem to that. We all get a website, and so everybody gets a public website and an online back office where you can ship direct to your customers. It's important for me to note, and it's important for you to hear, that there is no monthly sales minimum requirement. I will repeat, there is no monthly sales minimum requirement. There's simply a cost of $15.95 a month for your consultant account to stay open. And it gives you your website, it gives you your buying discount, it gives you your back office, and anything else that's being offered to consultants. This is, and by the way, that's just the profit of one sale of our arousal oil, which is like our crown jewel product. So you can earn that $15.95 very easily. At any time you wish to make more money, just book a party or two. With Naughty Cocktail Parties, you're the captain of your ship. So you just do it. You run your own business as you wish to run it. So the question is, how do I start? We have 3 kits to choose from, plus a quick start program. The kits are currently on sale. First, there's the standard kit. It's not on sale as a price change. It's on sale because it's free shipping, and that's a big deal. It's better than lowering the price. It's free shipping. So the standard kit is $99, and it's worth $262, and it's a good little kit to start. You want to gather your friends together and explore your box and do a pop your box party. You don't even need to do a presentation. You just pass out the catalogs and explore the products together, and you will get orders. The next is the deluxe kit, and it is $199, and it's worth $527. And this kit is well-rounded with 13 products to demo at your first party. And lastly, the person who wants it all, wants to go big or go home, is the premium kit, and it is $399 and worth $1,092. It's a full party with 23 products. And once again, all 3 kits are very well rounded in terms of what they're giving you. And this one comes with a super cute branded tote bag. So just choose the kit that fits your budget and your goals. The the sale that's happening now is the kits are shipping for free, but there is a secondary surprise that's just for this sale. And I'm going to have Dalton explain it. Okay.
Yeah, and while Jan's been talking and telling you about the kits, I've also been putting in the chat there the prices and the deals that go with them. I'm also trying to pop pictures with them too because I just do too much. So as she mentioned, the starter kit special right now is for our standard, deluxe, and premium kits. It's free shipping on all of those. So that's a value of up to 30 or 25 or $35 value on just the shipping alone. Who else hates the cost of shipping nowadays? Because I do. So free shipping is a great value. And then also something we're doing, which we haven't, I think we've done this before, but it wasn't this high, I don't think, is that we're giving you credit on your first order. So with the standard kit, you get $25 off of your first order. So we're treating it like cash. And then $50 off your first order with the deluxe kit and $100 off your first order with the premium kit. And so you can actually get a lot with that because the person who invited you, your sponsor, they're going to show you how to put your buying discount codes in your back office when you're placing orders. So you're going to put that code in first to get the products at your buying discount of that 40% off. And then you'll see that it gives you the 25, the 50, or the $100 off on top of that. Oh, Jan, you're muted. See, this is why you can't be the host.
That's right. Okay. I had to put something in my mouth quick because I was going to have a coffee attack.
Do tell.
Yeah, I know there's a joke in there somewhere. Okay. That's what she said. Okay. So, anyway, so yes, we have had the extra of getting a credit off your first order, but it's definitely was not that big. Okay. So earlier I mentioned something called the Quick Start Program. This program is where you can actually start your Naughty Cocktail Parties business without a kit at all. It's only $29 to join. And you can ask your consultant for the details of this program, or you can hang out towards the end of the call and ask us. But generally speaking, I just want you to know that if you start with the Quick Start Program, you have all the same benefits. You're just a regular consultant. There's no difference. You have all the same benefits as any other consultant. And if you choose to, you still can buy a kit within your first 60 days. Okay. All right. So we know that you have busy lives, and we so appreciate that you came on this call. We are not a cookie cutter pleasure party company. The number one goal is to stay innovative and affordable for our customers. Our products are very affordable. Our bedroom toys are noticeably less than some of the others that are selling bedroom toys. And the other thing is that our liquid line, much of our liquid line is actually our own formulas and manufactured by Naughty Cocktail Parties. And that is a big deal. So you're not going to see that same product anywhere else, actually. You're not going to see it anywhere else. So we have, between our unique products and our family style, you can feel good about joining us. You are not just a number with us. You are a valued team member. And this is truly a ground level opportunity. So I do want to say just one more thing before I draw for the prize. And that is that, you know, as I said, I've been doing this business for 30 years. And we have, during the 30 years, there have been lots of unique moments in time for various reasons. And I have seen it affect this business one way or the other. And right now, I think we are in another moment of time that is actually really to our benefit. And that is the fact that I know that women particularly, but people in general are wanting to get together. I can tell we're starting to get more requests for parties. And like I said, we really can only fulfill about 50% of them with our consultants because we just don't have enough. And but I can tell they're wanting to come back to having a gathering at their house. And there seems to be a group of women, depending on the age, that don't even know about these parties. And then there's an older group that seem to have thought that maybe nobody was doing them now. So they're delighted to find out that there are companies out there, but there aren't very many companies out there. So that's the other unique part right now of this time, is there's not a lot of other companies doing this. We are one of the few, the very few. So as a result, as I mentioned before, 30 years ago, when I started with a company who probably had, I don't know, maybe they had 30 consultants, maybe they had more at the time. And I stayed with that company, and in a relatively short amount of time, I mean, I think it was about, I don't know how many years it took, but we grew to 5,000 consultants, and I could easily see that happening here. And so if you are interested in, going on an adventure where not only you can make money by your own efforts, but you can also build a team, lead the team, you'll have personal growth doing that, and you'll also help other people on your team make money from their efforts. It really is the opportunity of a lifetime right now. That's what I truly believe. And so I'm hoping that you seriously consider joining us and bring in some friends along. Okay, so Dalton, before I drop the prize, is there anything else you want to say?
No, I'm in the chat just replying to a couple of things. Angela was asking if it mattered if she already bought the $29 kit to start. She joined us last month, and so I just reminded her that nope, she can upgrade and get a upgrade her kit within the first 60 days. And if there's someone else in here in that same exact position, like all the power to you, because you could take advantage of the kit special. So this would also, which is like even better with the credit, I think. Hurry up before I take it back. No, you could take advantage of the kit sales, even if you did join with the Quick Start program. I don't know. We didn't talk much about products tonight, but I know we're going a little over because of our technical difficulties at the beginning. But I've found myself, just side note, and this might not even be very relevant to everybody in this call, but I've found myself for the last week now in production checking on a formula every single day. Mecca said the other day, because she was helping, she said, this reminds me I need to go home and feed my sourdough starter. And I'm like, you know what? This is what this feels like right now. This is exactly what it feels like. I'm going in every day to see if it's thick, if it's thin, if it still smells good, if the texture is right, all that. And there's a couple more products that we want to formulate to introduce to Naughty Cocktail Parties. And I have really missed kind of being like in the lab, if you will. I've really missed that, like, I don't know, that hands of creating something brand new. The arousal oil is a perfect example of like all that time that went into it. Over a year, I think like at least somewhere around a year, a little bit more. We won't take that long, I promise. But I don't know. I just want to say that I'm excited to be back and like messing around with some new formulas. It's really fun. And I can't wait to like see if they work and if we could figure some of these things out and add it to our catalog soon.
Ooh, that sounds exciting to me. All right. Okay. So as I mentioned, I am going to be giving away an Aura Yellow. And this is one of our pheromones, and you will be very, very, very happy that you received this. put it on all the pulse points, okay? All right, so Hillary, we have, how many guests?
We have 4 guests.
Okay. And you've written them down randomly, or you're gonna put numbers?
I randomly put numbers on them.
Okay. Okay, so I am going to pick number 3.
Number 3 is Ceci.
All right, Sissy. Okay, congratulations. Hillary, did you invite Sissy?
I invited Ceci, yeah.
Okay. Get her address. Ceci, send your address to Hillary so I can send you out your Aura Yellow, and you can add that to your kit when you sign up. Okay, so once again, I wanted to thank all of you for coming on the call. You can go back to your consultant who invited you and ask them any questions, get the link to their websites where you can go check out the kits and make the decision. And also, if you have any questions for us, I know Dalton's been answering questions, so you probably don't. But if you have any questions for us before we say goodbye, just go off mute and let us know. Or you can type it in the chat. Dalton, was there any question that you thought that everyone should hear?
No. Melissa's ready to make her bedroom the tester for products.
That's good.
Yeah, we love that. No, I don't think there's anything that I haven't answered or we haven't talked about yet. Yeah, there's so many people on this call tonight, and I'm glad it's recorded. I don't know. This call feels very like I also can't see everybody's faces, so maybe that's it. But there's so many people on this call, and I absolutely love it. If there are any questions that you did not ask or did not get answers to, or questions that come up later, or maybe something you were embarrassed to ask on the chat, as Jan said, go back to the person who invited you, and they will be more than happy to help you out. Everybody in this call right now, if there's several consultants in here, and there's so much knowledge between all of them. Sylvia, that's a loaded question. Let me
Yes.
answer that one.
The answer is yes. Jan knows. that.
Yeah. Oh, are there states that have no
Yes.
consultants? So
Yes.
that is yes. I thought,
Yeah.
what are the states that have no consultants?
No.
That was it.
I might be able to name them, but yes, yes. The answer is a big time yes. If you message me, I'm happy to look it up and send it to you. Just so I don't know who was going to say that their bedroom was going to become a testing ground, but this is the card that I take to all my parties and hand out to all my parties. It says, do not disturb product research team at work, and then my website, and then my QR code on the back too. So anyway, okay, I want to thank you guys for coming on the call. If there are no questions, it sounds like there are none. Ask your consultant if you do have something that you secretly want to ask. And I'm going to get the winner's address from Hillary. So we will see you guys. We will see you guys on the team, right?
Oh, you didn't say your other one. I like when you say around the water cooler.
Oh, I'll see everyone around the water cooler. Yes. And that only dates me back to 1950. That's all. All right. Okay. Thanks. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.